morning. Happy Lionsgate, the 8th of the 8th. We're right in the middle of this amazing energy. And I had a dream last night, and I have to share. There's big messages in here. And so very quickly, and the essence of it was there was a car. It was an old car that had been restored, and it had a bit of a Greco-Roman flair to it. So it actually had these olive leaves that were the little olive branches that were stuck off the side of the car, and they looked like wings, and they were gold. They were golden. So there's one bit. The car was open, so it was a little kind of like a mini minor shape, but it was convertible, and it had a personality, and it was beautiful. It was restored. It had leather seats. It was just amazing. And I was invited to come and have a look at it, and I think we're in a big Goodwill shop, it's a restored. There was a lot of restored items in there. I was actually looking at a kettle, like a jug, a ceramic, very ancient jug, but it somehow had electricity and somehow had a cord, and it boiled water really well. So I'm gathering this dream is very, very collective. It's a message. And that's how a lot of things come through for me. And I actually haven't slept a lot in the last, how many days? How long's the Olympics been on for? It only happens once every 4 years. So I've been not having a lot of sleep, but I slept so deep last night, and I think that was the key to be able to go that deep and get to where that message was. And anyway, the person that bought the car was someone who I know, who's quite a young man, and he is well beyond his years. So he has that energy about him, well beyond his years. He's not sort of one that would normally fit into the general, he's different, and he embraces it, and he knows, and very, very wise. Anyway, so he was in the driver's seat. So I was getting like that younger generation in the driver's seat. So he was driving. I was observing. So there was a moment I was in the car, and a moment that I was seeing the big picture. So it was like I was able to pinpoint and go in and into the experience, but also come out for the big awareness. And then there were people in the car, and he was taking it for a drive, so he bought it, and he was so excited. We were all so excited for him. So what about the boiling water in the kettle? We left that and let that boil, because we were watching that, that's boiling. But here, let's go to the car. This is heaps more fun. There's shit boiling over there, but don't worry about that. Just go where the joy is. So he went. He drove the car. I think I might have been in the car with him in the moment, but I was definitely overseeing. Anyway, lo and behold, instead of driving up the paved road, he went another way, and he turned off left, and it was a beautiful new road, very new, but the bridge wasn't in there. There was no bridge, but he drove anyway. He didn't stop. There was no fear, and he just kept going. And there was no bridge, no bridge that you could see. Bingo. I think that's the piece. You couldn't see the bridge, but everyone knew something was there. It was amazing. So we drove, we flew. Those little olive leaf golden branches became wings, and it flew, and it landed in the water, but it floated, and it floated to the other side. So the next thing, we're on the other side, and we're just there we're pleasantly surprised, but in that place of knowing that, oh yeah, that will work. Well, we didn't know it would work, but we did. Somewhere in the psyche, in the consciousness, we know something's going to work, and we know it, and we have to take the leap of faith. You actually have to. You've got to jump. You've got to fly and know that you've got wings. Wow, that's part of the message. And the other part of it is that bridge, the bridge that we think we need to, you know, even with people, we think, like, here's the other part. Yesterday I was talking about a bridge. I was talking about a bridge to my beautiful friend who I'm doing a day retreat with later in the year. And she was telling me, sort of giving me her view of what she was perceiving about how people need a bridge. They need a bridge of their, you know, with consciousness of where they are to where they could be. And she kept saying, we need to build that bridge to connect it for them, because they're not able to do that from their place of wherever they are in their consciousness. And then she said it to me. It was like an ask. So she actually asked me, can you tap into that and see what we need? Anyway, it all came in the dream last night, Angelique. So if you're listening to this, you are, because I'm going to send it to you. The freaking bridge was the joy. So the kid who was driving the car was in the pure joy and the wonder, doing something he absolutely loved. We were all with them because it was fun, and I always choose joy. That's my way. And so it's like we're inviting them into this place of their joy. It's like that is the bridge. The fucking bridge, excuse my language, is your joy. And if you're not choosing the joy, the bridge won't appear. There is no bridge. That's the key. So that's the bridge to your higher awareness, your consciousness, your everything you need, and even the wonder in the knowing is knowing that you know, because the young boy driving the car, he knew, we all did. It's knowing that you know. The bridge to this acknowledgement of this knowing is the joy. Looking a treat today, but you know what? I woke up in my joy. And wow, I really hope that you can choose something today that absolutely brings you into the wonder of yourself, to know that you know, to take or at least consider and indulge in the leap of faith. You've got wings. There's wings there. You'll land in the water, but you just float. The water will carry you where you need to go. That's okay. And you get to the other side. So I think we've just gone through the portal, folks. We're on the other side. And now it's time to remind others. It's time to remind others. That's what you're doing here. You're reminding others. Oh my gosh. I'm having the massive... I'm in bed. This is so fun. Yes. Oh, you didn't think you'd wake up with me today, did you? Well, you just never know. You never know how it's going to roll. Wow, so just imparting this this realization, this energy, this bridge, the bridge that we're all looking for is right inside us. And that's your portal. It's the crossing of the bridge. Crossing the bridge. Even the bridge that you can't see. It's there. It's there. It's there for everyone. It's there for everyone. You just got to choose it. You got to choose it. Oh! All right. I think that's enough. I'll go and... Oh, look at this hair. Beautiful. And my silk. It's my silk pillowcase. Love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll do a long shot away, so, you know, or a short one. Yeah. Oh, this is how I wake up in the morning. Jamie's off at work, but normally I give him a little. Make your sounds, make your sounds, make your sounds, make your joy sounds. Activate others in your wake. Leave them like wondering, what the hell was that? Who the hell was that? Yay, you're here, you're here, you're here, and you're here to be you. You're here to be bright. You're here to shine. Beyond. Wow, I hope you have a wonderful day. I am going to have a wonderful day. I can't wait. Bye. Love you. See you soon. Aloha.